I'm supposed to say something. I'm super proud of the guys. There were a lot of baked-in frustrations that could have, stalled these guys a little bit tonight, but they stayed focused on defensive assignments the whole night. I'm super proud of that. Against a team that shoots 40% from the three-point line as a team, which is pretty remarkable, and is 50% of their shots are from three, and they're over 1 point per possession last year, and they're getting better. It's a terrific coach. Coach Tim is a terrific coach. So I was super proud of our guys about handling that part of their assignment and kind of staying locked in. The most important thing was staying locked in through kind of frustration of turning the ball over and a bunch of other stuff. So that was the best thing tonight. It was really nice to get through the whole roster. I was super pleased to get everybody on the floor. That's really important. These young guys work so hard every day, so it was good to get them out there. Best thing of all was actually being in front of fans. Like, it was just awesome. It just seems like it's been forever since we actually played in front of fans, and we didn't shoot the ball great tonight. Maybe there's a little result of just being a little bit too excited about that, but that's just a beautiful thing for us. It was exactly everything we wanted. It was challenging. It challenged us a lot on the defensive end. It challenged kind of, we haven't had – this team has been so good all – training camp that we haven't had a lot of moments where it was kind of, we had to just crush them. And so getting a little bit of frustration tonight is super important for us. I'm actually so happy about that. And we're excited to get going Tuesday. Like, it's coming. Like, this deal Tuesday this is like a mid-season, conference game that's just going to be a battle. This is a great team rolling here. We're excited about them. With that, I'll open up for any questions. I could do this whole thing. Let's go.
You finally saw AB and Keegan in a real game.
Yeah.
Like a competitive game here today. What do you think about them just playing together, playing off each other? Looked like Keegan was taking a big kind of playmaker role.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing, I don't think.
It's going to be super fun, isn't it? Like, those two, you can just see. It's actually the first time they've been able to play together in a competitive environment with somebody there, because they didn't get to play together at our scrimmage, at our secret scrimmage. They didn't get to play together in the blue-white scrimmage. And so this is the first time in a, live competitive environment where they've been able to be together. And they're just going to be fun. Like, they're going to have fun together. Like, they're just built to be in the same uniform on the same court together. It's awesome. I'm so excited about those two.
What can you tell us about Richard Harwood's early exit?
Yeah, so Rich kind of flagged me on the way down the court and was like, "Hey, coach, I need one." So we rushed someone to the scorer's table, and then the preceding possession away from us kind of went a little long and ended up with the ball in his hands. And doctors have told us everyth's fine. Maybe, I'm speculating on my part, maybe it's a little dehydration. Maybe it was a little, Richard is so passionate and emotionally engaged. And so maybe it was a little fatigue from that too. And he works so hard and competes so hard. So just kind of held him out of the game just to be safe. But he, I don't know. I actually never went back and asked if he could. They just kind of took him out as precaution. So I don't question the doctors. I did go to medical school, but they were like, "You're going to be a terrible doctor." So they essentially said, "Get out." And so I try not to make any diagnoses. It's such a convenient disclaimer. Like, who gets to say that?
What did you think of the rotation behind Richard Harwood? Kevin Baxter,
Yeah.
Satiki's got a lot of minutes. What did you
Yeah.
think of the performance?
So I'm still on this, I'm still stuck on this 150-second time limit for a Gav. So a couple times I thought I was getting teed up because I was running on the court so frantic, like, "Hey, let's hold up. Let's get him out." I think those guys are great. This is how a great team functions, and it's really hard to do it. But those four guys, they got to shore up that position for us, right? Sometimes we'll have to throw Caleb in at the 5, right? But those four guys are built to do it. They're great friends. They love each other. They take care of each other. And so, it's hard, seeing Rich kind of collapse to the floor is just super scary and jarring for everybody, right? And so bench didn't feel right for a long time after that because you're trying to stay focused, but you're worried about your guy. And so I thought Gab was tremendous. I thought Foose was great. I thought it was so great to get a Tiki in there for minutes because he's just growing by leaps and bounds. And those guys can be a formidable group, kind of shoring up that spot for us.
Foose doesn't seem at all worried about the moment. He's not intimidated by the moment.
Yep.
I know a lot of that's based on him playing at Wasatch Academy
Mhm.
schedule. But what does that do for you to have a freshman that's willing and able to come in and play good minutes for you?
Yeah, it's super important, right? It's really important just because we need him to be good. And we need a Tiki to be good. We need Gab to be good. And we need Richard to be good. So, you think about some of these young men, they got way harder things in their life than playing in an arena with 20,000 people. It's just the truth. And so he is that way. This Fousseyni Traoré is an extraordinary young man that's going to do great things on his basketball court and do great things in life. And you're right, he is unfazed by the moment because he's carrying around weighty things with him every day that he really believes in, and he's special. It's fun, right? How fun is he as a rim protector tonight? So he's going to be tremendous for us.
Were you surprised by the number of turnovers you guys had, and why do you think offensively you committed 16 turnovers?
Well, first, I'm super disappointed that Shea's asleep in the back. Like, come on, Shea. Second of all, that was trying to distract from the question about the turnovers. So, it's a little bit. We've seen a little bit of a trend with our team, kind of through training camp, that when the lights come on, we have so many talented offensive players that sometimes everybody thinks they can just get it done, right? And so that's a growing process for us. Every year it's a search to get to this great balance of being super aggressive, making plays for your teammate, right? And we always talk about what you turn down is more important than what you take, but you got to turn it down really aggressively. And so there's some we got to figure out some things. We didn't take advantage of the switching at all. We kind of tried really hard to keep the playbook super bland just because, the whole world, gratefully, the whole world gets to see what we do. And so, going into these 3 games coming up, we just want to, be a little bit private. So, so there were a lot of contributing reasons that I think the excitement and adrenaline of the crowd. I think the first time. I think kind of the weirdness of the change in the rotation, just exploring stuff, and also kind of losing Rich right at the beginning, and also compliment Colorado Christian. Like they do a terrific job. So it's a combination of all those things. Clearly, we have to fix that. Like, we can't just be handing the other team the ball all the time. So we'll get better at that.
How tough is it to prepare for a season opener in this day and age when you got the transfer portal, so many changes on each team? What's that challenge like?
Well, it's for us, we're so scout heavy, it makes us feel super naked. I mean, it just is. Like, every year, we rely so much. We feel like we're really good at it. We're really good at kind of diagnosing. It's a huge part of what we do. And so you go into these games, and even if you have a scrimmage or a practice film or a couple, even if you had 3 games, like the first 3 or 4 weeks of the season, going to every game, we're just like, you feel a little on edge because we rely on that so much. So you just have to kind of trust your principles, right? And you got to be great at your principles, and your principles actually have to carry the day when you can't cheat with the scout. And so it's fun. It's actually a super fun challenge, right? It does make you feel a little, like, it makes me feel jittery, but it's something we face every year and something that every team has to deal with. And we've had good success so far.
I got one more.
Yeah.
Suits, they coming back this year, or?
Yeah, you know what? I finally diagnosed. Can I tell you? I finally did. So I got up this morning. It was super twisted up. I've been driving Leanne crazy because I'm like, Lee, you got to tell me what to do. Do I wear a suit or a polo? And I'm telling you what it is. Like, I don't know if going to a suit is the right thing, but I am this last year of COVID was so hard. Like, I'm telling you guys, like, they were doing introductions tonight with the fans in here, And I literally got a little bit teary just thinking about like what these guys, what the whole world, it's not, I'm not trying to make it like it's over, but like it was so hard. And so I almost have a little bit of scar. Like I don't want to wear a polo because the polo reminds me of COVID. I want to get back to a suit, right? So I think we'll bring back the suit. I can't say 100% because ultimately that's Leanne's decision. And if it goes wrong, you can blame it on her. Super great for you guys. Who's buying next time? Let's do In-N-Out. Bring it here. I can't buy you guys End of Rock, man. It's too expensive. We'll figure something out.